I'm going to give you a breakdown of the March Madness Final Four matchup between the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Michigan State Spartans, and we're starting right now. What is going on? My name is Alpha Omega. Welcome to another video. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how to bet on sports like a pro and gain an edge over the sports books, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. So we're down to the final four teams, and it's been a seriously exciting tournament. I want to apologize for not putting out a video for any of the Elite Eight matchups, but this is one of the busiest times of year for me, and these videos take time for myself and my editors to put together. And as much as I enjoy filming these videos and am fully committed to growing this channel, choosing between the needs of my clients during the busiest time of my year and putting out a video for a YouTube channel I just started, I chose my clients. Having said that, I have been absolutely destroying the sports books throughout March Madness. I went 3-1 on Thursday, 4-0 on Friday, 2-0 on Saturday, and I had the Michigan State money line yesterday, March 31st, to put me at 62% for the tournament and 10-2 since the start of the Sweet 16. It's been a really profitable tournament for myself and my clients. So if you still want to get in on March Madness, message me with the promo code MARCH99 and I will provide the rest of my March Madness picks for only $99. Now that I've given you some insight into why you should hire me, let's get back to the games at hand. The game between the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Michigan State Spartans should be one of the most exciting games of the season, matching up two teams that have both peaked at the right time. Start time is on Saturday, April 6th at 8:49 p.m. Eastern Time. The Alpha Omega Vegas consensus line as of Monday, April 1st, has Michigan State favored by 3 points, with a total sitting between 132 and 133. I've rewatched all of the Elite Eight matchups a few times now, and I have to say this is perhaps the more exciting matchup of the Final Four. Both of these teams have great coaching, high-impact players, and good offense to defense splits. However, there are aspects to each team's game that matches up well against their opponent. Let's break down a few of the factors I'm using to formulate my handicap on this game. When you get this deep into a tournament, both teams are going to be solid, both offensively and defensively. But at the same time, there are always areas where one team is more proficient than the other. Again, no matchup featuring Texas Tech can begin anywhere other than with their defense. Texas Tech's defense ranks number 1 out of all Division I teams in adjusted defensive efficiency, while Michigan State's offense ranks 5th out of all D1 teams in adjusted offensive efficiency, which puts them as one of the elite teams in college basketball. Texas Tech's defense is absolutely smothering, and they've gotten even better as the tournament has progressed. While these teams are closer than most will admit, I have to put this as advantage Red Raiders. Moving on to the flip side of the previous stat, Texas Tech's offense ranks 4th out of all March Madness teams, but more importantly, their offense ranks 30th overall. Michigan State's defense, on the other hand, ranks 3rd out of all March Madness teams, but more importantly, ranks 8th overall. While in my opinion, Texas Tech's offense has outplayed their ranking, Michigan State's defense just beat the most talented team in the last decade in the Duke Blue Devils, and the splits are more drastic than in the previous stat breakdown. Advantage Spartans. Let's talk about Jarrett Culver. Culver is the sophomore star player for Texas Tech, just in case you didn't already know that. Culver is the engine that makes Texas Tech's entire team run. Named the Big 12 Player of the Year, Culver has had a fantastic season, averaging nearly 19 points per game. Culver's performance in this tournament has elevated his NBA draft stock from a first-round pick to a potential lottery pick, rivaling RJ Barrett as the top wing prospect in the country. What makes Culver so important heading into the Final Four matchup against Michigan State is that he didn't really have a great game against Gonzaga, a team filled with weapons, and Texas Tech still won the game. Culver shot only 26% from the field, going 5 for 19 and only 2 of 8 from three land. What this means, in my opinion, is to expect Culver to have a much bigger impact from the offensive end against Michigan State. A player of Culver's caliber will not be satisfied with his performance and will be looking to make a statement against the Spartans. While I don't have any stats to back this up, my feeling is that Culver will be far more efficient against Michigan State, and his increased presence offensively may be the difference in this game. It's also worth noting that Culver ranks number 1 in KenPom's Player of the Year rankings. Advantage Texas Tech. What can you say about Cassius Winston that he didn't already say with his play against Duke? The man had a double-double, scored 20 points, only committed 1 turnover, even though he's the point guard and controls the entire Michigan State offense. I love watching him play basketball. He makes intelligent decision after intelligent decision and doesn't falter for an instant, even in the most pressure-packed situations. Winston just played perhaps his best game of the season in the biggest game of his college career. What does that tell you? Winston will show up and play smart basketball. Winston did not get as much help from his counterparts Nick Ward and Xavier Tillman. Ward was playing hurt and Tillman showed up at the end, but the entire Michigan State team, besides Winston, didn't even come close to playing their best basketball. Winston kept shooting at the right time, passing at the right time, and was really in the zone as a complete basketball player the entire game against Duke. Winston will show up, and if the rest of Michigan State rallies and plays a better game, Texas Tech is done for. If there is one player to bet on in this game, it's Winston. Advantage Michigan State. In addition to this preview video, I also have a preview for the Final Four matchup between the Virginia Cavaliers and the Auburn Tigers. You'll see the info card pop up right here, so click it and start making money betting on sports. As always, in full disclosure, while I do provide a lot of useful info in these videos, if you really want to take your sports betting to the next level, you have to sign up with me, Alpha Omega. I'm currently offering a discount on the remainder of my March Madness package. Message me with the promo code MARCH99 and get my March Madness package for $99. Contact me at alphaompicks@gmail.com. And if you want to learn more about betting on sports like a pro and gaining an edge over the sportsbooks, start now by hitting the round subscribe icon so you don't miss anything. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.